If a coffee lid leaks one drop on your wrist,
that single drop turns a normal commute into a courtroom.
exactly, Leo. So what tiny inconvenience sends ordinary people from calm to chaos?
I'll take the first answer. It's usually the one inconvenience that breaks a sense of control.
That's close, Nina. In a bus test, one coffee drip is tolerated. Add a hot sleeve stain.
That's a clean baseline, Leo. The same drip matters more when it lands on top of stress, fatigue.
Arthur, that's the key detail. One drip is annoying, but the same drip on a late, hungry...
Maya, that assumes hunger and lateness always stack the same way. What if the person is well-rested but already...
Fair point, Nina. Stress doesn't stack identically for everyone.
That strengthens Nina's objection. The trigger isn't the drip alone. It's the drip plus depleted attention.
Arthur, that's the sharpest version so far. The drip isn't the villain. The drained mind is.
Yes, once attention is drained, the tiniest interruption feels personal.
Leo, that tracks. And I'd test one cleaner variable. Same dripping lid.
Nina, same lid is a good test.
Arthur, yes, that makes it a cleaner test. Arthur, yes, that cleaner test works only if the person can still choose calmly.
Yes, Leo, that fair caveat matters. In the same dripping lid test, add one extra condition.
Good test, Nina. Keep the drip identical. The real variable is whether the person feels rushed or overlooked.
Exactly, Arthur. And Nina, if the same lid feels fine until the person is rushed, that's the clue.
Right, like a train platform delay. 1 minute is nothing until someone is already late.
That's the choice, Leo. Being late turns a tiny delay into a threat.
Maya, I'd separate late from locked in. If I can still leave, I stay calm.
That distinction is useful, Nina. The reaction looks typical only when escape feels
Not quite,
blocked.
Arthur. Escape helps, but it's not the whole story.
You're right, Nina. Escape is only a limiter, not the full cause.
That's the useful split, Leo. Escape reduces the flare-up.
Exactly, Maya. Escape mostly helps when the person has room to reset. That's the baseline. A tiny annoyance usually matters most when attention is already spent.
Arthur, that baseline means the annoyance only grows teeth when mental bandwidth is already gone.
That's the key, Arthur. But add one twist. If the same delay is public, people often get sharper.
That public twist is real, Nina. At a ticket machine, one onlooker can make a tiny jam feel embarrassing.
Maya, that fits only when the jam is visible to the onlooker, in a private queue.
Yes, Leo. That visibility changes the reaction, but it doesn't prove the inconvenience itself is the cause.
Arthur, fair point. Visibility is a trigger, not the root.
That's the synthesis, Nina. The drip, the clock, and the audience each shift the same person differently.
I'll take the first answer. A dripping tap is harmless in private.
Nina, I'd answer differently. Even a private drip gets irrational once it steals sleep.
Leo, that's the clearest baseline. Sleep loss can make a private drip feel huge.
Arthur, that's the clearest baseline. Put a dripping tap beside a packed morning train.
Maya, the packed train only proves irritation. It doesn't prove irrationality.
Fair point, Nina. Packed trains prove irritation, not irrationality.
Leo, that weakens the packed train proves irrationality claim.
That weakens the train example, Arthur.
Yes, that train example only works if there's no easy exit.
Leo, that's a good test. No easy exit turns annoyance into a trap.
Nina, that's a useful test. No easy exit changes annoyance into feeling trapped.
Arthur, exactly. And the cleaner test is this. Same delay, same person.
Maya, that test is cleaner, but it still assumes the delay is the trigger rather than the feeling.
Fair correction, Leo. The delay isn't the trigger by itself.
Nina, exactly. The delay isn't the trigger on its own. The better question is, when a tiny inconvenience starts to feel like no escape, no control, or a private humiliation. How would you answer this question? What tiny inconvenience makes normal people completely irrational? Thanks for watching Nobody Agrees. See you in the next episode.